Yes, I'm so glad I went. Nice to see you. When did you
That was a big one. I saw this person on Christmas Day. I said, look, Santa's coming. Big bag, huh?
all also and the tomar sense nankengi any chozo ge de senja chamalo la ya ani tomar da nganzu de Gaden shatse dazan chikyu choda we ngwe de ningung tsamdi and number senja chamal ningu tsamdi dash dele yus.
First of all, we would like to say good afternoon to all the Dharma friends who are in this live streaming, and also from the Gaden Shatse tour member, we would like to say thank you very much being with us today.
On the into the Bada Tomar any Kingo Deshe any Mashube Konlaya any or Chobra Jibe any ya Tikchen any Deshe Shugins.
Before we actually start our this San Mandala commentary talk, we were going to do aspiration prayers, one stanza. So please.
O Migyu Doji, Yishe, Doji, Yingni, Kabaji, Doji, Sumcho, Kingurosum, Sanye Yala, Shartse, Los. All also that any Shaba job I want to Tang any that, Tirinde, Shuyak, Zor with any Guyi Gabo, Bear Sawan Dube, Dusundan Debe, Kingurgi, any Deshe, Madurduchi Shuyayins.
And with this praises to the Guhyasamaja deity, one stanza, and we are going to start today's this Guhyasamaja San Mandala commentary, and all those programs.
Dinde yindu ta yugi gyabu pe sawan dubu shiwa de kende chire shiwa yina ani yugi gyabu pe sawan dubu de ani be chugyu pungbu gedi shi dong ge ningbu ani gyudu gungi tawa dodu gungi samado dinde chire.
So the Guhyasamaja deity, it's a very revered and very powerful deity. So we say that it is the king of all tantric lineages practices, and we also say that it is the root of all tantrayana lineages practices, and also it is the sac or the container of all the sutrayana teachings that Buddha has discoursed.
Dinde yinba yindu zamba ani sanje chomden degen duja la songbe ta chugyu pungbu gedi shi dong ge ani bege ningbu rabdan pyuda zawa gyuba dinde ani res chen gyugi chewana le dinde gyugu yo res ta chubung gedi shi dong ge ningbu rabdan pyuda zawa gyuba chi res.
So this tantric lineages of Guhyasamaja deity is the we call the supreme and the best ever and the principal tantric lineages of all the tantrayana traditions.
Dinde yindu zamba ani dinda we da pe sawan de be gyugi ani gyune songba na shi salam rimba ni gi nejo de sawan de be gyule ya dewa bege ju gyu ya wo ji chan ani salam rimba nga gi ne zu de ya wo she be yin ani gyudi shen da ani jigji da de cho lo so be ani gyudi shen da shen kan ga lo ani bege ji shen ya ge dimi de ji chagu yo re sawan de be gyudi dimi de ji res.
So if you are well practiced in this lineages, the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages, with the generation and the completion stages. So we have the 5 different types of practices of completion stages of the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages. Once you are able to realize all those practices, that's you mean you are in the most supreme and the principal understanding about the tantra and the tantric lineages.
Dinde yindu zamba ani jala mo zonga ba chimbe ma renga sedo na song yidu kangshi to na ta da song rob la minji boba chodir duwe lams dinda we da sawan de be gyu de kangshi so so ya cha sa ya wo shebe yin ani gyu de shen da la ya minji be boba ni tu gres kangshi to na ta da song rob la minji boba chodir duwe lams dinde sa nga ju de ya res.
So Lama Tsongkhapa, the great master Lama Tsongkhapa, who is the founder of Gelug traditions, he said that once Kangshi Tona Tada Sungrabla Miji Poba Choder Duvelam. So what is he saying is, once you can able to understand and realize the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages practices, it means you are in the supreme and the most the principal practice of all those tantric practices. So you are in the the kind of like all the collection of tantric teaching in a nutshell.
Around the pecha shabe in ritobuchi ge zelya ritoshu de zel slebe ina ani ritobu de zen ma tebi ina ani choshi chamye ge risamolo tunguru ba khoranle ritobu de zen dinna shi gyugi gebo san dube ani delya gyugu tendele ya jigi ani 야고 시베이나 규고 된데 야고 시베이나는 규디 신다디게 리토부지게 셀레버는 시레스 리통부디게 셀네 리토슈디게 셀네 창말로 세부시 통구로 봐스 라니 마 리마부지 대인의 딜레 토도 통구 마르 봐스 디너시다 사원 뒤베 규데니 베 규탐제기 개보 럽단 퓨단 자와 규바 인다디 아니 비게 디 된다디 셴 아니 된다 셴디게 디베 탈라도 시에바라 아니 지 강배 디미 제토베 있는 강배되나 주네 잘라 가르네 라그러 봐스 되는시 비게 지 난가 친구 쉬고 채고야레스 근데 인도 아니 규기 개보세야 돼 원딜로 투고요레스.
So the Guhyasamaja tantric practice we call the king of all those tantric traditions. Why it is? Because if I give one simple example, if you are on the biggest mountain, so from that you can see every mountain on very clear because you are in the top. So it's like once you are able to practice the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages practices, so you are in the top of all those tantric lineages. So you can able to see, you can able to experience, you can able to practice all those on this behalf. So that's like we call the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages practice is the most supreme and the most best ever, or the principle of all those tantric lineages. So that's we call it is the king of all tantric traditions.
Tende yidu ane jizonga wa chenpe sumbum ane pe chenpo chobje ge nane da sawon dubye kwa la ya ane mangshu zhe ya res. Di nyanga che shu zi je ane sawon dubye kwa la ya ane mangshu ane tende chag ya res.
And also especially great master Lama Tsongkhapa, he discoursed within his this 18 different volume of teachings. Within all those teachings, the most ever he spoken about, he discoursed about is the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages practices.
Tende yindu zamba da tanda ngazo kingo la de she shu yin da kingo de la ya da kasen ma ko shu sa bre ani kingo la ya da ya wa ro she yin ani re thi gi kingo do seng gi kingo lu gi kingo samtheng gi kingo chen ya wa ji ma ko ji ya res ya wa shi zi le de ji ya res.
So once Kilkor means mandala. So mandala, we have different types of presentation of mandala, the form of mandala. So we have like Reti Kikingor means the mandala that we painted in a cotton or silk, or in a way of tanga painting. So this we call Reti Kikingor, and also we have a mandala of 3-dimensional form. Means it is like a form of palace that you can it's kind of like a standing mandala we call in a Tibetan. And also the concentration mandala, so means once you are highly realized one, you can able to visualize all those mandala in your concentrations. So that's those kind of like a mandala presentation, or the mandala the form is concentration mandala, and the one is the sand mandala that we have constructed here.
What this is the ane king call say a kill say at Harso water course a Harshu Shuba yina kill say the Ningbu horse the lamba that king call cordon the Nimbu lamba juba the which kuyo res Nimbu.
So in Tibetan we call kill kor. There's a 2 syllable kill and kor. Kill means the essence or the core, and the core means to obtain it or to able to achieve that. So what it really means, kill core in Tibetan, it means to obtain the essence part of that particular meditational deity, or to achieve the core by engaging it, by practicing it, by realizing on it. So that's we call kill core in the way of in Tibetan.
Or the direction address and today you do that tanda ngazo de ane kapsu pebe ane pe sawon de be kingo ge deshe chendeng ge deshe ro ju shu yin do zamba ane sawon de be de ane ha sum ju so ni res yidang sawon de be de sum ju so ni res.
So today particularly here we have constructed the Guhyasamaja Sen Mandala. So Guhyasamaja and his the assembly of the deities, we have 32 different deities of Guhyasamaja the assembly.
Tende be sumju soni de khande re shubi yin da ani yawar ringa che ani yawar ringa gan la ya ani suk do je ma lo so be do je ma nga che ju che an di gan la jiang so la mu xi che ani san ba ge che ani to ju wo do do lu xun de de res.
So if we make a brief kind of like a introduction of these 32 different deities of Guhyasamaja is the 5 Buddha family. One is the 5, and the second is we call the it's a Parsha Vajra, who is the consort of the main deity Guhyasamaja, and with her and the 5 different the Vajra female deities, and also the 4 female deities of like Lochana, and all those 4 female deities, and the 8 great bodhisattvas, which we call the 8 noble son of Buddha, and the 10 great wrathful deities. So including all, it is 32 different deities of Guhyasamaja.
o dinde yidu ta thanda hasumju sonyi bud ane te ane sheya khanga nala ya haso sumju sonyi da ane temba kingor chene da sheya khana ha re chama di ha khara gar chungu yeme de ane thande de she shugu yins.
So we are going to go like a kind of like a elaborate what are those 32 different deities of Guhyasamaja in a one by one.
어. 다 유기 도지디 아니 유기 도지디 아니 메교바 예용. 어두거레스 텔이야 메교바 용데 렉자 도제마 야 메교바 와데 디레스 유기디.
The in the central figure is a Guhyasamaja with a bluish Vajra, and so it has also his consort called the Parsha Vajra, so which is his consort.
다 샤르기 콜로스 도와스 샤르기 콜로 되기 아니 디 넘버 낭제 샤르 넘버 자와 링에 낭 샤르 넘버 낭제 친구요.
So here you can see the one Dharma wheel. It symbolizes the one of the 5 Buddha family, Verochana, the Buddha Verochana.
디 샤르나 다 홀 노부 되기 아니 rinjin jungde jawa ringen na rinjin jungde chungu yores.
So here there this we call the precious stone is symbolize the Buddha Ratna Samvara.
그래서 아니 노브기 빼마 되기 여바메.
So here
chungu yores.
in west you see the lotus. It symbolizes the 여바메 again. Buddha Amitabha.
아니 레디디 장 되어 줘봐. 친구 여레스 장도 되어 줘봐.
And here the north there you can see the like a celestial sword, so which is symbolized the Amonga city. With this we have share you about the 5 Buddha family with the center Akshobhya and the Verochana, Ratnasambhara, Amitabha, and Amonga city.
다 림바 당보 나지 인도 샤로르 안에 젠스 동아스디 안에 юм시디 제마 친구 여레스 샤다 허유 삼디 제마.
So here you can in the inner border between the in a center between the east and the south, you see the one with the eye, which symbolize the female deity Lochana. So here with the like a Vajra there, bluish Vajra. So it's symbolized the female deity Mamaki. So here in the lotus here between the west and the north, it's Koyokamo means the female deity called Gauri, or the this. So here the in the center between the north and the east, it symbolizes the deity Tara, or the female deity, the mother liberator.
다 되네 쟁소 하모 시산에다 수소 하모 시도 두고 요레스 아니 숙도지 마. 디기 면론 디기 숙도지 마.
So here, now we are going go through the four different
샤로 숙도지 마. 샤로 숙도지
female
마.
deities of the Vajra female deities. Here, this one we call the Shabda the Rupa Vajra female deity.
그래서네. 샤로 고요가모 다도지 마죠. 다디 혼업도 다도지 마. 샤로 숙도지 마. 다도지 마. 혼업도 다도지 마. 중국 여러 담예디.
So here you can see one damye means lute. So it symbolizes the Shabda Vajra female deity.
다디 노장도 티도지 마. 통주낭 티.
So with the conch shells, there's a is depicted there. It symbolizes the Gandha Vajra female deity.
아니 디게 로도지 마. 중국 어레스.
So here
청샤도 로도지 마.
with the like a food the special container, so it symbolizes the Rasa Vajra female deity.
디게 도지마 디게 신사르제다. 자 디네 디레스다 샤르고 예수. 아니 디르샤다 샤르고 예수 참바다 연도 선닝 샤르고 예수 참바다 연도 사이닝부 전주 삼바 예베세 게네데 예수 참바다 연도 사이닝부 전주.
So here just
yes,
next
Chamba.
to the gate, east gate, so in a right side, it symbolizes the
예수 참바.
yes, so Chamba means it symbolizes Chamba means Maitreya Buddha, and
참바다 선닝.
Sanyin means Sanyin ro Sanyin roge.
사이닝부 사죠. 봐 선닝.
And so city graba.
로고 예수 차도다 연도 난게닝부.
And here this two ways is symbolized Chaba Vajra is symbolized the Vajra Pani deity, and also Namkeningbu Akasha Garba.
다 누구 예수 직대 원주다 연도 잠배.
So here this one in ways is symbolized our Lokiteshvara, and then this one symbolized the Jambe again. Jambe as the Manjushri.
장구 예수 딜세다 연도 군상.
So this here the ways is symbolized Nirvana, wish combine, and Changoyos Chikar again.
예수 딜세다 연도 군상.
Kunsa and Samadha Bhadra Bodhisattvas.
다 샤르고를 신지시 데르다. 샤르고를 네 원디기 참마디기 다 토어도 좋아. 디 신지시.
So here this one again.
노 샤르고 원디 샤르고로 와. 샤르고를 신지시.
So it symbolized the Buddha Yamantaka.
샤르고 신지시.
Here.
다 호고를 샤르 타르치.
So here in a west gate, it's symbolized the Sharab Tharjera, the Pragya Raka deity.
누구야 던디 디다. 베마디기.
So the lotus here in a west gate, it's symbolized the Tanting means Hayagriva.
장기 꼴이야 아니 객 타르치. 디 도르치 딘데 가담디기 객 타르치.
Cake Tharjera. Dirage. So this one in a north gate, it symbolized the Vignantaka deity.
다 샤르다 허여 삼라 샤로르 메요아.
Okay, this here with the
다 토주도 시고다 샤로르 메요아 동원디 친구요.
the border between the east and the south, it's symbolized here with the sword. It's Achala deity.
샤로 메요아도 다 데네 혼읍도 되베게보 샥바디기 혼읍도 되베게보 친구요레스 참아디기.
And here you can see with the one lasso. It's symbolized the southwest. It symbolized Taki Raja. So here in the border between west, north and the west, it's as Nila Danda Dede.
용제 그러봐 창샤로도 아니 디게 참아 디게 아니 또버치 라디 디게 또버치 숨고 요레스 선단데
So this one in a between north and east, it symbolized the deity of Mahabala deity.
다데 초제 친사레스 다 초제는 아니 샤르고 땡도 근데 tukdo ko rimus to was the tukdo ko rimudi sudo kholo gyo ba teng do sudo kholo gyo ba on dire tukdo rimudi teng do sudo kholo gyo ba.
So with this we have share you the symbolization of 8 different wrathful deities, but the remaining 2 is one here you can see the wisdom bomb or the Ushnesha, so we call the deity Ushnesha Chakra Varim.
다 월야 디땡 저도 디 월 저거 월스 빼매 땡기 샤과 저리 샤과 디기 아니 땡도 걸려 월 nenze 개보.
So here you can see one hook there. So this with the rope hook, it's symbolize the deity Shamba Shumbaraja with this hook.
다 디기 단 nenze 개버레스. 다원 디게 디 하숨주 소니 디 아니 셰야 칸가 나로다 템바 하디게 디 아니 디게 천된디 대시야 원디레 지레스.
So
하대단 디게 참아디게 대단도 중국에서야 천된 셰야 난가 하조디게 천된 슈스베 인스.
So in this Guhyasamaja Sen mandala, those 32 deities of the Guhyasamaja, so we have already shared with you with the symbolization of each objects there. It is debated.
What did it say? That did any chi share kind of that. Temple house of the shoes, Sinja, that share can Chazan share and Chazan any subun number that be Taja number 9 Chungu Yoris, share can subudi.
So this is a Saint mandala of Guhyasamaja deity. So in general, this is a one form of the universe, so that's why we say that it symbolizes the uncontaminated form of the Vajra, the Buddha Vairochana deity. So now Ngoeshi means here you can see one front here, one front here, one front here, and one front here. It means we have 4 front of the mandala. So this 4 front, it symbolizes the uncontaminated 4 noble truth, means the 4 noble truth. So you can see the 4 corner here, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 corner is symbolized the uncontaminated 4 immeasurables. 4 immeasurables like joy, love, compassion, and equanimity. So here you can see one east gate and south, west, and the north gate. These 4 gates, it symbolize the 4 method to inspire or attract to the sentient beings, like liberality and the affability and the conscientiousness and the adequate. So those are the kind of like methods how you can able to inspire or attract to the sentient beings that you can able to engage in Dharma. So Gokyu okay, the Gokyu means the gate and the so here you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 the directions. So of the 4 direction you have 4 directions. So that's it's 4 directions symbolize the uncontaminated kin diro again ko jushi khaltong
주주 강바 시 탕바
uncontaminated supernatural feat is like aspirations, joyous effort, concentration, and the inquiry supernatural feat.
직벌 리방아 디기 안에 대소 옹봉아 탕바
So here we have the first layer of that. We have the 5 wall. So this 5 wall symbolize the 5 uncontaminated faculties. The faculties of faith, joyous effort, mindfulness, meditative observation, and the wisdom.
퍼구 안에 저에 라와공한테 충구요레스
So here you can see with the one kind of like precious stone decorated there, which we call in pago in Tibetan, is symbolized that in encouraging the practitioners to able to engage in Dhamma.
린진 셔부 안에 두자라 최땡바도 충구요레스
Shabura. So here this one with the one kind of like a corns. So it symbolizes the the Dharma guidance to the all those practitioners to able to have the Dharma understanding.
이제 지셔버려서
Yes.
안에 차와 차치기 고방 그 차와단 차치기 고방 그 사변 고방 그 사변다 고방 운조와 방바도 충구요레스 차와 차치기
So with the black ground, the layers with the decorations, hangers there. So this is symbolized the abandoning preliminary or the root obscuration of the path to a path of meditations with these layers.
단 드남식이 엔딩의 진시 다과도 충구도스
So we have the red ground layers we call durnam. It's more like in a palace varanta. So it's like it's symbolized the uncontaminated for meditative stabilizations.
그래서 또 골로 띠기 까와 계기 파벨람 야라게
So here in the gate, main 4 different gates, we have 8 different pillar of the gate. So this 8 different pillar, it symbolizes 8-fold noble path, like a view, thinking, speech, action, livelihood, effort, concentration, and all those.
다 된데 가서 띵게 동안 띵디게 닝지 전부 충구하레스 띵기
Here the clouds, it symbolizes the compassions. So once it rains to everybody, all the sentient being without any discussions. So that's why once you practice compassion, it is for the all the sentient beings.
단 두디게 되는 가르친 거라서 두디게 아니 저의 녀몸배 서동을 껴봐 저한테 되는 데 양설라게 게 아니 저한테도 녀몸배 서동을 껴봐
So here this white parasol is symbolized that it can protect us from all those delusions, all those negative emotions that with that symbolization it is there.
다 빠삼 그 신기 카겐 제베 본바게 열었어 본바게 디게 아니 가르친 거라서는 연된 그 주기 럽도 관심 남가로 소남 그 땡체버 충구 열었어 빠삼 신기 카겐 레스 디게
So here you can see the vase. We have 8 vases like this in this Zen mandala. It's which is filled with the nectar, which is symbolized that all those knowledges, all those the altruistic. Once you are able to engage in the this tantric lineages, can able to receive by you. So that's with symbolization we have depicted here.
아니 빼마 타이 빼메 라와디기 아니 빼마 담레 깨자 담게 마고 바다 아니 녀모가 코알레 깨자 코웨 예배견 마고 봤어야지 중국 어렸다 천단디 빼마디
So we have also the lotus rings. So these lotus rings, it symbolizes that all it symbolizes the purities. So even though the lotus they were born, it is born in a grow in a muddy area, but once it blooms, it's more very kind of like a magnificent and very beautiful, like how it is purified by itself. So that purification is symbolized by the lotus rings.
Di beme rawe thalan doji rawa di ani sanje ki dujala ya ani doji tekbe chöki kolo tuyu taqdo korwa de sungu yores.
So after the lotus ring, we have Vajra rings. So this Vajra rings symbolize the Buddha in a luminous form of Vajradhara. He gave the teaching of all those Tantrayana. So this Tantrayana, which is the Vajrayana teachings, so that's why all those Vajrayana teachings and the practices will remain forever. With that auspicious, we symbolize with the Vajra rings.
And di chigita me rawa dige miri dige ani dami tobe ani bige dami ba tobe shero ge me ani danjing ge pushin sekba ta di dami tobe shero chungu are so ta dami tobe shero ge me danjing ge pushin sekba tama me rawa dige.
So this fire rings, it symbolizes the wisdom of selflessness, or the wisdom of empty of inherent existence. So once you are able to realize that the wisdom of emptiness, so it can easily, cut the root of samsara, and then you can able to overcome from that. So that's like a fire. When it catches to the dry woods, it easily catch all those with it easily burn all those. It's like once you have the wisdom of emptiness, you can able to cut or eliminate all the obscuration of this samsara.
All the dinde yido sabata chi she kan ko chöndong ru dinde ji cheje ani tangdang ganso tangji nyel shubona ji kinkoro saya de ani tomar ani sangje jomden degi ani sanga doji tekbe chöge kolo koro yido tama ani gyawa jomden de rani ani kingo zo megyo doji gulu ya shenje ani samba geda toju da dinde ge ani jiangsuang hamu xilao sobe kor chengju samba teso le ya ani gyugi ani bige sang de be gyu de tomar sung bares on di sung yu de ta jinggo na la ni to ju da samba ge da din de chen de jan le wo ya de gyu gu sung be du je dong de zu yin bares.
So now when we talk about the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages, the Buddha Shakyamuni himself, he transformed in a luminous form of Buddha Akshobhya Vajra. So with that luminosity, he gave the teachings of Tantrayana to all those Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, deities, and with the female deities and the wrathful deities. And with that assembly of teachings and of all those virtues, so it makes the this Guhyasamaja tantric lineages form.
This any sangye ge da kanda sanga doji tekbe chögyu kolo ko na ya de ani be shindu sangwe tsugi ani duja rimbuchi de be duja sene da kanda sanga ge chöle ya ji meba yogen teba yogen dinde gi kyawa dan dembe kansa nyungshe la sangwe tsugi sungbe de yongda chen sung yo ma res kanda di duja 대단 되게 남대 냠솔랑 통경게 된데게 아니 뒤제 대솔라네 상와 삼지 메게베 수고 아니 송과모도 용다 채는 송거지 말에 상아 최대.
So the Buddha, when he discoursed the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages to the audience, all those audience are very special one. So it's a very secret practice. So it's a Tantrayana. So that's why only the selected the audience can be practice this. So that's why he gave only this teaching, this precious like a nectar like teaching to the only selected one.
어디 디 상황 전에 제 고야로 내가 지부지게 투 고야로데 나랑도 되자 시당서야 돼 지당 방제 세고 여러 봐스 뉴제션도 온보 노부 되절 봐 최도 송유 되자데 되자 방야 초를 채네 아니 상아 최대 세고 하레스 당도 되자 세다 방제 지디야 되고 람두베 초라야 되자 람키르스 원 딘데 전에 착방 람도 캐네 아니 디 제고도 뉴제 컨주모주 디 제투고 요 말레스 착방 람도 캐야 디 제모도 인자 착바디 아니 녀모게야 돌로모도 착바디 람로 수 온본농부 시부직모도 대 연구요 말레스 딘데 임베 인도 자만이 디 상와 최고야 내주 될 투고요레스.
So why we call the Tantrayana is so secret, so it's kind of like a very only the selected people can understand this way, because in our normal life when we talk about attachment and desire, so it's kind of like it goes to the part of like afflictive emotions or the delusions. But in a Tantrayana, what we do is the people who are selected one, they can able to take those your own attachment and desire as a part or as support to achieve your Dharma goal. And so you can use this into your practices to achieve the understanding and the realization of the Dharma. So that's why those are only the selected one, they can able to do it. So that's why Buddha gave this teaching to the only a few people who are really come to understand those practices in their daily lives. So that's why he gave this as a secret teaching.
인도 인도다 상가 치데 탄다 간조 되자 남도 체스야디 신뢰 깨베 어느 부디기 당부고 신뢰 소이 깨베데 신권 잠에다는 그 사고 여러와 신뢰 깨베 승부디 신 잠에 서버 나시 되자다 넘버 잡아지 땡제 되자 잠에 소고 어레서 더 디디기 비게 최지 차고 여레서 되자 남도 체스야디 신뢰 깨베 승부디기 신권란에 깨베데 신 삼어 그 세저 매우 소투고 어러와 대나시 상가 최대 되자 남도 체는 되자래 깨봐 인장 되자봐 매버서야 그 탈람 차고요 그래서 차고 남지서야 돼.
So the Tantrayana teachings and the Tantrayana practices, so why it is so secret and why only the selected people can do this practice, because once you give an example, so the worms that it born from the woods, when it become rotten, so the worms, although it grows from the wood, but easily they can eat all those woods and then they destroy the woods. Like that, once your desire and attachment, although you have that in as a negative kind of like a negative emotions or the negative afflictive emotions, but once you can able to use this desire and attachment to able to fulfill your Dharma practices or to achieve your goal of your supreme enlightenment, once you are well trained on that, you can able to understand that in a well, so you can like the the wood or the worms that which is born from the wood can eat the wood itself. Like that, the desire that it may born from your afflictive emotions, but once you can well train it and when you know how to use it in a way that you can able to eliminate your obscuration and all those afflictive emotion, so that's kind of like an understanding, that's kind of practice. Once you can able to have it, so this means you are capable to practice the Tantrayana traditions.
What in the Indoda, good Toma sound the good in the Jalamji, church in the Josonroji, Juneti, Gabu in the Buddhist at the rest sound to be Tanti good Sonroji, Yashua body, Chaya in the Buddhi, Jalagi, Church Yavuch. Gabu in the Buddhi, Yashun, and one didn't sound to be good to Sumba rest. So in the Buddhi. So this the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages teachings that Buddha gave discourse to us. So who asked this special lineages teaching is there in India previous time, at the time of Buddha, there was the king called Indra Buddhi. So he requested Buddha to give the teaching of the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages. So through that we can able to receive now. Oh, didn't you do somebody? Santa sound to be good soon and Tanda around to Sanje Tempa de Layano, Dota, Sanyamne Chiag, and Sanje Sangag, and the Tempa de name minutes I declared, and the sound to be Gugi Chanye de Yona, not Tempa Yoris. Shenda Guya sound to be any good Chanye de Gu Chena, and a Nagi Tempa Yomaris, Nagi Tempa name money the sound to be good Chanye Yoma, the Digitanaga Chag Yoris, sound to be Shadi.
So we say that Buddha gave a two doctrine. So it's one is Sutrayana, one is Tantrayana. So Tantrayana especially, how we consider that it's the Buddha Tantrayana practices still exist in this world or not. So once the people who are receiving empowerment and practicing the Guhyasamaja tantric practices, it means now the Tantrayana traditions from the Buddha Shakyamuni is still exists. So how precious it is, the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages, it's like that. It's a so supreme, it's a principle and the best ever of all those tantric lineages, because once it is exists means we have still the tantric doctrine of Buddha in our world.
타숨바 디 냠슬량단 데 컨데르 슈비이나 다 아니 상아 도지 테베 루라야 아니 토마르 다 긴고로 주발라야 아니 토마 아니 규 뉴룽도 쳬발라 소소 남 가르려야 규 가르려야 메바이네 직지이네 다 대초이네 상원도베이네 상아 도지 테베 루로 규 뉴룽도 쳬발 아니 라마 칭이던 덴바 지기 나네 아니 나게 냠네 제야라야 비게 빠스르도 와데 구요르스 와데 슈발라 녀바도 긴고 칭이 상주 구요르스 라마 칭이던 덴바 규네 송베 라메 칭이 찬데게 라마 지기 아니 규 대단데게 아니 와 토마르 와 슈그레스 디 나라야 비게 주야가 라게르디 통보도 와레스 주구르도 과르데야.
So every tantric lineages practice, although it's Guhyasamaja or the Vajrabhairava or the Yamantaka, and also the Shri Hiruka Chakra Sambhara. So all those tantric practices that exist in this world, so how can you able to engage in those tantric lineages practices? The preliminary thing is once you have the empowerment of that particular deity, meditational deity, so that means you can able to have a kind of like an entry card. So it's like that.
와다 텐데가 와 구시 사베 탱에게 아니 랑규로 와 데레죠 토베 차베 제라 아니 람 대단티 사람 nga 람에 있는 림바니 여러봐 깨베 림바도 조베 림바 텐다베 아니 내조바디 아니 기림당 조림리야 아니 냥삼 공숨 제고 여르스 람 림바니게 내조로 전국 여르스 와 토베 제라야.
So once you have the empowerment of any kind of like a meditational deity, so the second thing is to able to further understanding or engagement of all those tantric practices. So you have to have the
lam rimbaniki kushi sabe temgi ani bige wanju tobe jela ani lam rimbaniki nyamlen chene.
So and what we do is if you want to able to engage further in tantric practices, so you have to go through the two different stages of the generation stages and the completion stages of tantric practices, and through this you can have the potential to achieve the four enlightenment bodies. So with that kind of like a further engagement.
타라 아니 땡단 땡베 경고조 콜로 몰다 당기 슈버나시 창조 소든로 소바 천된되게 시작한되게 곰된나지 소소로로 곰제 람데 냠솔라니 타르 땡단 땡베 경고조 몰야 아니 하다단 대용으로 상게 돼야 돼 아니 닝부 량밤 텔로 주바서야 코든디 디간을 차용거레스.
Finally, when you are well practiced in it, you go with all those empowerment and the generation and completion stages of the particular meditational deity, and then you go with finally once you are able to understand all those things. So what we've been saying is the taking the essence or the obtaining the essence from the main the deity. So how you can do it is like that, because once you are well trained and with the studies, with the contemplation, with the meditations, and so you can able to receive or obtain or achieve the the essence of all those the virtues approaches with the tantric lineages way.
Tinde yimba yindu zambada sanga nyamlen cheyen chigi ani doje the lobin tenden chigi do wa sa ya de da ani jingor gen namsha de xie gua ya da di ani sanga nyamlen chenye gi che chenbu che ya res tinde so sa nga zu jingor ge ni de xie xu tinde che gua de sanga nyamlen chenye ji na jingor ge ne zu de ya wo ji xie gua ya de两个che ya res.
So, and also I just forget to translate. It's very important if you need to have perfect gurus, the guru devotions. So once you do tantric practices, so first you have to have all the perfect guru for you, that you are most reliable on it, and you can be the Nobel's kind of like close disciple of him. That's kind of like once you have the mind state, so that from those from that approaches you can able to engage in tantrayana.
Tinde yindu zamba da jingko de la ya na ready da le lang da mang go ye wen na ngang so do chung gi jingko de cho de gyu ba do chung gi jingko de ane dige na ne da bi ge che do pa ba chi gi yo res do chung gi jingko de.
So, and tantra, to make your tantric practice fulfillment, you have to have the kind of like visualizations of the mandala, especially in your your particular meditational deity. So once you have a perfect way to approach that on that deity with the understanding of the universe of all those all universe of the particular deity, with the form, with the understanding of the mandala, so then you are going to be completion on your tantric practices.
Dinde yindu zamba da jingko ge ani tangda ngang zo ge do chung ge jingko xiang yao zo ru de da sonong bu so so ni sung ju gu yo ba da nga rang zu jingko ge ani den da den be kholo do gom yindu zamba ne ran xian me ba ani be ge dong yi do be su na ha xia ba dong ben ni dong jiang qian gong gu yo ba dinde jingko ge gom den de ge den dong jiang qian gom yi de yi xi ge so sa ge yo res. 但的那边经过这个仓嘛，拿了让先面吧，让我那么多光明的，那就一些个操作个样的是，啊，能多村的干来实际讲的相应的怎么说那么操作个样的是，今天印度怎么的，操你送的那三节有的怎么多村的说那么啥呀，去到干来忙过实际要的吧是，人这个经过的面到位多村的干来忙过去接不接，别村忙过去的说那忙过啥个样的是，第印度啊你。 顶这个说弄顶这些啥子？俺那天拿了他做这个的让先面不就光明的什么？俺那说那么大一些个说你送都真的，俺那顶这是的，哦呀，三节国呀个插进主要的是。
So mandala, we have many different forms of mandala, like a mandala, thanga painting mandala, and also the three-dimensional form of mandala, or the concentrations mandala, and then today here we constructed the sand mandala. So to construct this sand mandala, you need a lot of effort, joyous effort. So those kind of joyous effort, so we can able to accumulate the wisdoms and the merits. So once you do all those hard work to make this sand mandala completion, so whatever the hard work you do, so this will goes as a as a form of your accumulation of merits or accumulation of wisdom. So wisdom, what we are really saying here is, so once and also it says that the wisdom of emptiness, how the you can able to realize that all those phenomena, it is the empty of inherent existence, even though this the very magnificent decorated sand mandala is also the empty of inherent existence. That kind of realization, so what you can able to accumulate in your mind is the wisdom for more awareness about, luminous about all those phenomena.
我的这里的经过这些相对多对去，学生不认识。
So by saying this, we have give you the kind of like a brief introduction about the Sand Mandala and related subject.
안 다다 나랑도 동충기 경고고 도선디기다 컨데르지 편도 요래 디기 편요를 컨데르 주변이 경고 식수의 제비 도선디 아니 미시부디데 이나 아니 비게 마르다 자네 미시부디기 지불이야 자르제 제비는 확견에 상불내야 포티기 유스 된데 송수제 요레스 아니 디기 초가다 전에 도선도 출루야 유르고 요레스 출루 이나 아니 도선디 아니 출루야 아니 비게 지 출루야 더베이나 아니 자주나라 내배 소샤 되솔이야 루심이야 대화자야다 아니 사바도 저 루스야 제고요 봐 생각서 루스야 싸워 루고 아니 내 나자로 소바 참을로 시체 아니 루스냐 되고 저 가버연 아니 차바 투수 배야다 로도도 민버 제야다 난 남식이 군도라야 콜레다 차도다 된솔이야 편도 유야다 간도 땡중기다 땡땡배 대화치는 차고요 그래서 딘데 인도 도전 초가다 전에 출러 더비하게 고버로 딘데 시고요 그래서.
So once we constructed the sand mandala, after that what we do is we do the dissolution ceremony. It means we consecrate this sand mandala, and we bless this sand mandala so it can able to be kind of like a potential as a pure land of that particular meditational deity like a Guhyasamaja. So what it really benefits by doing this, and the once we dissolve this, the remaining the blessed sand, what it really used for, if I share you some kind of like a instruction is, so those blessed sand, we say that when some of your dear and near of your family, when somebody passed away, so if you can able to kind of like put a little amount of sand, blessed sand at the crown of that death body, so it helps you to connect to the pure land of those meditational deities. So that's how it's, and the energy is transformed to that particular main person, and then this helps him to have a smooth migration to the intermediate state. One is that, and also the blessed sand, if you can able to release this in your near kind of like a river and the oceans, so it also bless the under that water, all those creatures that been living, they were going to have a more kind of like a auspicious, or more kind of like a prosperous for those creatures. So we also talk about that when we talk about the ocean creature, we say about the nagas. So nagas we call lu. It's kind of like a and we can't we might use the mermaid or something like that in, I don't know what is the exact word for English, but so those creatures also, they are kind of like once they have a blessing of the remaining sand of the sand mandala, they are all those the problems, they are on those sufferings, they can remove by this blessed sand. And so you can also use this in your environment to have more flourishing, more rainfalls, more all those like nature to be proper, to have you more enjoyment, more fulfillment, more happiness. This will also can have the produce the energy from this blessed sand.
Oh yeah, that is so any 타마르도 쉬야지를 당 로직다 안 다오숨 그 링레야다 주디 면다와 망고찌게 아니 긴고로 줍든바데 아니 유기 제법에 상원되베 긴고 타마디 차고요스 긴고 줍든바데. So finally what we want to say is, it's been 1 year and 3 months almost we've been here in our monastery JSTDL, and we've been constructing the sand mandala and also doing the many rituals. So what the all those
virtues and all those merits that we have accumulated, being this 1 year and 3 months. By we have already constructed 17 different Sen mandalas.
오다 디 아니 타마데 아니 주기 잡 상황들이 경고 신 아니 디기 아니 베 초가 다기 돼 아니 또 아니 다 제르부치기 아니 람주 남숨기 아니 비게 챈데 디데 세베 아니 가람주 다 경고 신 아니 챈된 딘데기 다 비게 남가르 게베 소라부치 사 여러바스 딘데베 아니 딩간주 냠슈 나겐게 아니 디게 사몰로 아니 딘데기 아니 소남고 소 이시고 소 망고 사베디 아니 도와 셈젠 탐제 가람주 야와디 아니 Lana maybe Sanjay and the Salaya, Toya, and one arrows. Tabe Dog Kangaloba, Changju Chimbio Koban, Sanjay and Koban Rumbuchi, telling you to Tobe and one arrows and the Tamesh in the jeans.
So, with this 17 different Sen mandala construction, it includes with all those 4 tantric lineages schools and the sub lineages also, so that we have done a great merits or the accumulation of merits in this while. So all those merits that we have accumulated, not only by constructing the Sen mandala of the many deities, 17 different deities, but also we did many ritual prayers, so of many the sadhanas of different deities. So, and also finally at today we did this the king of all tantric lineages, the Guhyasamaja tantric lineages, and also the ritual prayers of 3 principal aspects of path, which is composed by the Lama Tsongkhapa. Those are the very kind of like a precious and really nectar that we can able to do in our life to fulfill our Dharma goal. So all those accumulation of merits and the virtuous approach that we have done, so I would like all of you to dedicate your virtues to fulfill that all the sentient beings to be able to attain the mind of enlightenment or the supreme mind of enlightenment by the approaches of altruistic motivations, the Bodhicitta motivations. So that's we would like to request all of you.
Well, and Tamadis music in Sharva. Oh, Yawadi, Gyu, Sonoma Yishi, Sosa, Sonam Yishi, Legend, Tambago, Tobara, Show, Drive, Dunge, Minjibu, Dawa, Tamje, Julian, Damba Neda, Gurdi, Danche, Urine, Guruji, Minjun Seje, Gave, Chinlab, Dan, Tendi, Lua, Meben, Damba, Dagel, Hassan Dabe, Tuto, member, Tungun, De La, Du Guruji, Olazon, Tachi, Stensin, and get some more Tachi.
So we did the dedication prayers with the 3 different stanzas to that all those our merits that can transform as a the causes or source to achieve the supreme mind of enlightenment. With that altruistic motivation, we would like to stop here. Thank you very much.
Before the dissolution, you want to have a quick close-up look on the project and the universe again. Yes.
Comes up like this.
Finish? Okay, so
Soje jo na lo, chanjo pa do, danye ja so
Kaya
Om Benza Sadhu Samaya 마니 용소 마시다 아야네와 마치베 디네 자와 간제 예게게게 선제레 타마다니 쳇바다 저게 야라 냐바다 다기 진이 지시바 대야서바 저도스 라마다 중년대 베 미유도제 화소 콘단 쳇바 와공소스 젠나다 토케베 이시 제베 토치 제베 친 저베 상제 메자바 나와라베 펜데 중에 상제제 담바 타르와 신장라 디지 조와다 쳇바도야 다소 유나게 사다 신장 탐제 촌이 조 진이 장 유도 베 미유도제 고바 루고제 쳇니녀 라토바 진지 라토스 야와디 유도 제수对物主之商业有多权利，那样想法再多是不打这张变大也说。Om ben da sa do samaya manapalaya da sa do jano pati jano me ba so so ya ma ba so ko ya me ba na do 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 musika muslim chire yuguru guru a ba no ben da mane mo da da ma samaya sa do a ho ya pe ben da sa do samaya manapalaya ben da so do jano pati da do me ba so do jano ba no do ka no anu da me ba sa ya me ya sa ka ba so me chire guru a ho ben da mane mo da da ma samaya sa
So we are going to mix the blessed sand that we bought from India, which is the leftover sand of the Kala Chakra that His Holiness 14 Dalai Lama have done in India, and also the Yamantaka sand mandala from our monastery that we do in our like every year in our monastery.
Benzasato Samaya Manupalaya Nobody said they don't know about the Another Soy and Sawatata Gada Benzama Mimza Benzaba Masamaya Sato Ahu Benzasato Samaya Manupalaya nobody said they don't know Samaya Manupalaya, Benzasato, Tenupadis, the Dedome was the Gilma was the